What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I sell books full-time online. My primary focus is selling books through Amazon, and I do sell a little bit on eBay as well. So today's video is going to be another one of my how-to opinionated vlog / style videos. We're going to talk about taxes. So we all know taxes next year are changing for all resellers. It's no longer $20,000. It's going to be $600, which everybody's going to make here that's watching this video. You're going to make $600 selling something online. So this is going to cover basically what I do for my taxes. I mean, there's different things for everybody. So this isn't the end all be all, right? I'm not a tax professional. I don't know everything there is to know about taxes. This is just personally how I manage my books, and I find it basically the easiest way to do it instead of, maintaining all these receipts throughout the year. And some people enjoy bookkeeping, some people have made up their own spreadsheets in Microsoft Excel. There's all kinds of different programs out there too you can buy. For eBay, I know there's a big one, My Reseller Genie. That's one a lot of people use. And you can just do it on your own if you want, but I just prefer using Quickbooks Self-Employed for me. So I know there's going to be a lot of know-it-alls out there that are like, well, you can do this and you can do that. Well, maybe that's the point of this video, is to share ideas and different things when it comes to, saving money and reducing your tax burden. Because if you can invest in your business instead of paying taxes, that's what you want to do. You always want to be investing in yourself, not giving your money to the government. So that's just a little premise here of what we're about to get into. I'm going to take you guys over to the computer, show you a few tips, and walk you through a little bit of the basic stuff. It's not real in depth, but it's enough to get you started, because everybody wants to get started. When you guys are seeing this, it's the first, which means from here on out, everything is adding up towards your tax burden. And QuickBooks makes it real easy. I'm not the best with computers. Deb's real good with computers, and she actually she's been doing her Etsy before I got into reselling. So she was a little bit seasoned in QuickBooks and kind of showed me the ropes, and it's super easy for me. I know a lot of people have a different ways of doing it. This is just how I do it and how I prefer to do it. It makes my life easier, and honestly, it's the 3 years I've been filing taxes doing it this way, I haven't had any issues, but I am not a tax expert. So if you follow what I say and the IRS comes for you, you can't sue me. I'm not an expert. This is just what works for me. And hopefully this will help some of you out and get everybody started off the new year with their taxes and bookkeeping on the right foot. So let's swing over to the computer, and it's going to be a little bit of a kind of like a choppy video, because we're just going to be covering different things you can do within QuickBooks and different ways that I'll show you a few different ways that you can reduce your tax burden and different, all kinds of stuff. So let's get right on into it. Enough with this intro. All right, so when you guys click on the link, it's going to bring you to this page. This is where you're going to choose what membership you want. So you have the self-employed tax bundle, self-employed live tax bundle. The one me and the wife use is the middle one. Personally, you don't want the first one, because that's not going to let you transfer all your stuff to TurboTax when you file your taxes every year. And then the last one, you really don't need to chat live with anybody, because they have a built-in chat service, so you can just do it whenever you want if you need help anyway. So that's the middle one. This is the one you want. And if you scroll down, it shows you it's usually $25 a month. You'll get 50% off through the link for your first 6 months, so it'll only be $12 a month for your first 6 months, and then it'll jump up to $25 a month. But that is a write-off, so you will see as you grow your business, write-offs are important, because that's less taxes you're going to pay. So anything you can do that you can benefit your business with, that you can write off, you want to do that instead of paying taxes. Why are you going to give your money to the government when you can invest that in something for your business? So you'll start thinking, like a business person more and more when you realize how important write-offs are. So if you scroll down, it's going to show you exactly everything that comes with it. So separate accounts, they all had the same standard ones. But the middle one here, the one we go with, it'll let you pay your quarterly estimated taxes directly from QuickBooks. And it actually saves the information in there. So if you wanted to pay quarterly, it's just an estimate. You don't have to pay quarterly. You can pay at the end of the year. Personally, I pay it quarterly. My wife usually does the same until the last quarter, and then we'll wait to pay that last quarter when we file our yearly taxes. Easily transfer info to TurboTax. That is the most important thing. That's why we do this. That's why it's easy, because it's going to transfer all of our receipts and everything right over the TurboTax. That's why we definitely don't want this first one, because it ain't doing nothing for you. How are you going to transfer all your information over? It gives you one state and one federal tax return filing included in this bundle, so you'll get one for free. So your first year when you go to file, they won't charge you anything. After that, they charge you, but it's not much. They take it right out of your return if you get anything. So the middle one is the one you want to go with. $12 a month for your first 6 months, and then $25. You're writing it off anyway. So, and it's really not that expensive. $25 to keep track of all your taxes. It's worth it, especially how easy and simple they make it. So that's choosing your account. So get that done, and then we'll move into some other stuff and see, a little bit more complicated things on how you set up certain things. So let's get on over to that. All right, so you see all what you have going on here once you're signed in and everything. The main thing you want to set up first is like your home office, your vehicle stuff. So you're going to click on your name. It'll be whatever your name is at the little wheel. And then you want to go to tax profile. This is just your basic information. Marital status, head of household, number of dependents, all that kind of stuff. Your federal withholding, deduction, standard or itemized. Then you also want to go into, go back out of there, your vehicle info. Put in your vehicle info, what kind of car you got, how much it cost, when you bought it, when you last serviced it. And down here, estimated business mile. So when you drive your vehicle or use your vehicle, how, like percentage wise, how much of the time or percentage is it used for business? Now, personally, this is all I do. So honestly, that probably could be 90%, but 80% is fine. I mean, most people have a lot less than 80% if you're just doing it part-time, but some full-times, you can have 90%, but definitely I would not recommend putting in any more. I mean, I probably wouldn't go above 85%, because that just might set off a red flag somewhere in the system. So get your vehicle, all your vehicle information put in there as well. And then you have your home office. So do you have a home office? Where you're sitting right now probably is your home office. So where are you packing your books, your computer area, all that stuff is considered your home office. So what you want to do is you want to take the square footage. It even says it's okay to estimate. Don't go crazy with this. Your home office is not your whole house. It's basically the room where you prep your stuff and send your stuff out in. So you see here they have the simplified method, that's just simplified way to calculate it, or the regular method. So you'll see here this one is like, it gives you a percentage versus a simplified, which is just a standard deduction, $5 per square foot. So you have to basically figure out what's going to be better for you. Is the square footage, the simple one, going to be better for you at $1,000, or is the regular method, which is the square footage of your home office versus the square footage of your entire home? They give you a percentage, and that's the percentage of expenses that can be deductible. So like, say your electric bill is $100 and you have the regular method, that means you're going to get 28% of that is going to be able to be deducted through the regular method. So $28 of that would be deductible, not the full $100. So you have to see what your utility expenses are and things like that to decide whether the simplified or regular method is going to be better for you when you file your taxes. Now, the thing with this is, if you're living with someone else, like if you're living with your parents or your grandparents, or everybody's situation is different. If their names are on the bills, I would be a little bit weary of claiming that under your own taxes, because it doesn't have any of your information on it. So technically, even if you're paying that bill, like say, hey, you're paying whatever the electric bill is every month, but if it's in their name, technically it's still in their name, so I would not claim that. Only bills that are in your name. So that's a little home office breakdown. We all have one, so you want to make sure you're taking advantage of that when it comes to taxes. So let's get into some other stuff. All right, so let's talk about how you're going to upload your income that you're getting paid from Amazon. So you're going to go into your Amazon Seller Central, reports, payments, and then you're going to go down, and I just have one here on the screen as example, and you're going to go to the summary. Whatever period you're in, you'll see whatever one you have. So what I do is this shows everything, all your shipping, refunds, fees, Amazon fees. So what I do is I go in, I hit print statement, and you see it gives you a little breakdown here just in words. You don't see the charts. And I just take a screenshot of this, and then I'm going to go over and upload that to QuickBooks. So let's get out of here. Let's go into the QuickBooks. And you see here I have the date, which was 9/21, what type of transaction it was, Amazon payout, the amount, business, category, and tags. You'll see the categories. They have categories for everything. Income, then you upload your receipt and save it. And it's that easy to upload basically what Amazon's paying you out. So the payout with Amazon is it's after your fees and everything. So you don't have to keep track of all your fees and everything. You know at the end of the year when they send you that 1099 that your fees are going to be whatever you didn't get paid minus, well, whatever you got paid minus anything else. So you know exactly what you made and exactly what's left over. That's all your fees and shipping. So come the end of the year, you'll know exactly how much you made in total from Amazon. They'll send you a 1099. So say they send you one, it's $40,000 and you made $22,000. So you know your fees and everything else that involves Amazon cost you $18,000. So it's that easy to upload your Amazon payouts. You do it every 2 weeks. You don't have to do it every 2 weeks on the dot. You can do it once a month and then just do 2. Or if you're lazy, you can do it, once every 2 months, once every 3 months. Because all you got to do is go in and click on that statement, screenshot it, come over, create a little transaction, and save it. So that's how you're going to upload your Amazon payouts. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to do the eBay payouts. So, for example, here we're going to do the 1019 one. So you're on your eBay payouts. I have mine set up every Tuesday. I don't recommend doing payouts every day because what happens is you have to go in and screenshot every single time you got paid out. So basically the same as Amazon. We're going to go in, you're going to go to your specific payout, and then you want to hit print. All right, so this is going to show you everything, but you see it's going to be hard to screenshot it when it's 5 pages. So what I usually do is you just shrink it down to the point where you'll be able to screenshot it. So that's almost there. So let's go down to like 50. Still a little bit more to go. Let's do 40. All right, 40. So we got it all. So all you're going to do is screenshot this. It's got your payout ID, exactly how much you made. Once you have this, you got the date, the amount. You're going to go over the QuickBooks. Same thing, 1019 eBay payout, the amount, it's income, and then all you do is upload that receipt and you're done with it. But like I said, you don't want to do it every day or like whenever you have money in there, because personally that's how I started doing it, and then I didn't realize you could get paid out like on set days. So once I figured that, I went immediately to every Tuesday. It makes life easier. That's only four or five a month depending on the month. So I highly recommend doing every Tuesday or whatever they let you do every week. I'm not sure if they let you choose a day, but it'll make your life a lot easier, and that's how you're going to upload all your eBay payouts if you're selling on eBay as well. All right, so this is you can search by your transactions. So I just put in utilities, home office. So when you put in your utilities, you always want to put home office because that's going to factor in, your square footage and everything like that. You don't want to put in just normal utilities because then it's going to just write off the complete amount, which is not the case. Your whole house isn't your home office. Now, if you had a warehouse or something like that, which most of us don't, then you could do that. But us, working, basically doing this from our houses or our garages, you always have to make sure when you put your utilities in that it's home office. There's two different ones. You got normal utilities and then home office utilities. So you always want to do the home office one. So a few things you see I have here, like the electric bill, my internet, my cell phone. And then say, for example, you miss a month. You always can come back in and add it. So like if you decided to be a lazy turd and waited till like the end of the year, as long as you have those receipts for like Verizon or your electric, you can add those whenever you want. You just got to make sure that it's accurate to what the receipt actually says. So you want to make sure every utility you have that's in your name, you want to be writing that off if you're using in your home office, which is all your utilities. I don't have my rent is water's covered, so that's why you don't see a water bill here. So my main three are electric, Verizon, my phone bill. So every month for the whole year, you can see it just went through. It's the same thing, besides the amount changes from time to time. So you just go through and you put all that information in, and that's your utility. So it's that easy with the utilities. Same thing. You can log into Verizon. You can even screenshot it on your phone if you don't want to log in on your computer, if you don't have a good computer. Screenshot it on your phone and you can upload it right through your phone as well. Your phone bill, your electric bill, all that stuff, all you're going to need is a screenshot to upload that, so you have proof. You're not keeping any, you don't have to keep any kind of paper trails with this, because all these pictures, all these receipts are being automatically transferred over when you file TurboTax through QuickBooks. So that's why I said this makes your life so much easier. So that's going to cover your utilities. All right, next up, we're going to have your membership subscriptions. So you see here, I have Scout IQ. I have Scout IQ twice, so you're probably wondering why. Well, I have one, and then one for Deb as well. So, and you see here that there's a rule set up. So you can set up rules within this that'll automatically put something in a certain category. So every time I screenshot my Scout IQ LLC receipt, you see it automatically goes to membership subscriptions. It's not going to ask for any information. It's done automatically. So you're going to have Scout IQ. Going to have your repricer if you have one. QuickBooks as well. You always want to be writing off QuickBooks. Let's see here. Anything else you're using, if you're using like tactical arbitrage or any of that. Now, you're not worried about like your Amazon professional seller account fees, because those come automatically right out of your account. So that's factored in to your overall income. So you don't have to come in and put that in every month, the $39.99 for a pro account. So you always want to make sure you're going in, writing off your Scout IQ, your repricer if you have one. And if you don't, this is even more of a reason to get one, because you're just going to be writing it off. So it's less you're going to have to pay in taxes. So start thinking smarter and start making better changes for your business, and it's going to save you basically from paying the tax man. You can just pay yourself basically by having more tools and more resources for your business. So that's a little bit on membership and subscriptions that I have. All right, so you guys see the number up top here. So as you're adding your income and your expenses, this number is going to fluctuate. So basically this is just an estimate of what they think you're going to have to pay in taxes for that quarter. So every quarter this resets, and you can go ahead and pay the estimated amount if you want at the end of that quarter. Like I said, you can do it at the end of the year as well. So this number is going to go up and down. Honestly, in our experiences, it's usually not always correct. So I would just you can pay it, and if you overpay, you'll get it back at tax time. So say if you pay in January, or it wouldn't be January, like March, and then July, and then the other one, say if you overpay a little bit, you'll get that back at tax time. So it's just a personal choice. Some people like to do it quarterly. Some people like to do it yearly. I believe if you don't file like your quarterly, there is like a 2% of whatever you owe, which isn't going to be much. So if you just wait for the year, it's not going to be extra if you didn't do it quarterly. So it's just personal choice, but you'll see this number go up and down as you're adding your income, as you're doing your write-offs. So don't get worried if something seems out of whack, or if it, this is at zero. That just means your income hasn't been above what you basically have written off, which is not a bad thing. That's happened to me before, where you don't owe any quarterly taxes, and that's the whole purpose of writing stuff off. How do you think these big companies get away with not paying any taxes? It's the same thing, just on a larger scale. We're just doing it on a smaller scale for our small businesses versus the large business. So hey, if you don't owe anything for your quarterly taxes and everything's legitimate, you're doing everything that you need to be doing, and you're doing it right and well. So, and if you have to pay something, it's not a big deal. You're not going to pay anywhere near what your tax burden would be, say if you weren't keeping track of anything. That's why this is important, because $600, we're all going to make well over that the first month, and they're going to be coming for people. Now, there's going to be people out there that aren't worried about it, but come tax time, they're going to get that 1099. So you might not see a huge influx of people getting out of reselling this year, but come next year when everybody has to pay the taxes, they're like, oh, I didn't realize I got to pay taxes on the $800 one item I sold. People are going to be in for a rude awakening. So this just talking about this number. It's just an estimate of what exactly they think that you're going to owe. So they're projecting like forecast and everything like that. So it's not a big deal, but it's there just so you guys see what it is. All right, so now I'm going to show you how easy it is to upload a receipt right from your phone. So let me get my screen recording here. So I just have Lowe's. I went and bought boxes today. So we're going to upload this right on the phone. It's real easy. So you see your little green plus bottom. It's the same way basically on Apple and Android. So I have Android, the wife has Apple. It's the same thing. Snap receipt. So then it's going to take you to a little screen here. And then it'll automatically grab this picture when it feels like it. Alright, so then all you're going to hit is use this photo. Adding receipt. And then we're going to go to transactions. You see here one is pending. That just means it's still processing your receipt. It's seeing exactly what's going on. So wait a few seconds. Usually it's pretty fast. That's Rosie being nosy on the camera. Alright, so now you see that it's going. So what happened to it? So I have the rule set up so that it knows when I scan a Lowe's receipt, it's going to be materials and supplies. So you see right there, Lowe's, Thursday, December 30th, the amount, material, and supplies. It's that easy to just upload your receipt. So all you do is take a picture, upload it. If you have the rule set up, it's going to do it automatically. If not, all you have to do is go in, click on the category, and then you see your little receipt here. Trash. You don't have to save none of that, and that's a huge benefit of doing this whole thing and having it transfer right over to TurboTax when you go and file your taxes. So it's that easy to upload receipts right from your phone. That's all I do whenever I get a Goodwill, Salvation Army, whatever receipt you have, just take a picture. It'll automatically take everything into account. The date, the amount. The cat keeps headbutting the camera. So that's how simple it is. All right, having one of these is very important. So how do you keep track? Say if you're doing a bulk buy off Craigslist and you're paying with cash. You have one of these little receipt books, and all you have to do is come in, let's see here, fill one out, for example. There goes one I filled out. You fill everything out, the amount, your name, their name, and you can also give them, because this lets you have 2 copies of a receipt. So if the person you're buying from wants a receipt, you can do that as well. So go buy one of these, or like dollar stores have them. If not, pay $3, get one from Staples or something. So this, whenever you're withdrawing cash to do some kind of local buy or anything like that, you can still write it off because you have a receipt book. You have the person's name. You don't need all their information, just the basic stuff. Their name, how much you paid, And then if you ever have any issues, you have the withdrawal right from your checkings account that you can prove that that's what you took it out for. So highly recommend having one of these for any kind of cash transactions you use, yard sales, anything like that. Have one of these. It'll make your life a lot easier and you'll be able to write it all off. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully this will help everyone out there get started off the new year on the right foot. Like I said, the link will be down below. That'll get you 6 months at 50% off. I think I get some kind of percentage off as well. So I mean, I guess I'm affiliated. I don't know, but I just recommend this because it's easy. I suck with computers and all that stuff, trust me. So the convenience of just being able to snap the receipt, like take a picture of your receipt, it's uploaded, you're done with it. You don't got to keep all these things laying around. Like honestly, you can't put a price on that kind of stuff when it comes to bookkeeping. So that's why I made this video. This is the easiest way, I believe, for you guys to get started when it comes to bookkeeping and keeping track of all your taxes and what you owe and what you can write off and everything. So I appreciate you all watching. Make sure to, if you have any questions, drop them below. I'll do my best to answer. Like I said, hopefully I'll have these one-on-ones set up. I have Deb helping me try to figure out what kind of app we can use to set up scheduling and everything, so it's easy for you and it's easy for me, so we can have set times on set days. So If you run into any problems, we can always do that. And if you have anything, you always can email me, drop a comment. You know, I respond to everything. So I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And make sure you throw out all these darn receipts. Bye-bye.